Welcome back. I'm Michael Storm, anarchist of comic books and co-owner of Amazing Fantasies in Topeka, Kansas. Wherever you're finding the show today, this video, click or tap or smash or elbow drop on that like button, whatever you have to do to get it to respond to you. Let us know you're out there. Do it now before we get into this thing because you are going to love this one. If you're a Marvel fan, if you're an Iron Man fan, and I have to admit I'm not a big Iron Man guy, and I'm not a big Avengers guy. So of course the whole MCU is kind of built around a world that I'm not as familiar with as I am other areas of comic books and other areas of Marvel. I'm an X-Men guy, but above that I'm a Wolverine guy. He's my favorite and was always the one that I followed around the most when I was following Marvel Comics, and never really got into Avengers or Iron Man or Captain America. Spider Man, of course, everybody does that. But so, I have a limited understanding of Iron Man, but I have a solid understanding. I know the character, I know some of the things that he's been through, alcohol problems, all sorts of things, different love life issues, and very much like a Batman type character, except that for he has a life of his own. He's definitely markedly different than Batman, even though he is Marvel's Batman, I guess. That's certainly a way to look at it. Well, they dropped a new Iron Man series, or they're just about to, depending on when you're hearing this. And it's by Joshua Williamson, and Carmen Carnero. And I going in with no expectations, right? I'm going in with no preconceived notions about what the character is, and so I think the impression that I get from it is that everybody's going to like this Iron Man. This is the Tony Stark everybody likes. It's the Iron Man that's consistent with the movie and with the first Iron Man movie, which I thought was fantastic. And I didn't have, again, going in any expectations necessarily, but it was just this rock and roll, rock star comic book movie, and it was explosive and it was just awesome. And that's the Iron Man character that I want to see. That's the Iron Man character I want to know. And I think that Iron Man character is the one that was put on the screen because that's the one everybody knows. That's the one everybody wants to hear about. And I think that's what you get in this new Iron Man series. It's a new nightmare. That's the name of the storyline that's in here. And they don't waste any time jumping right into the action. Tony's taking out Blizzard, and he's doing him a favor because Blizzard's armor is stolen. He's stolen this battery power technology from Roxxon Corporation, and it's about to fail on him, and it'll kill him. It'll freeze him. It'll freeze Blizzard, and that's a little bit ironic, right? But as quick as we get into the action, we're sort of off to find out which Tony Stark that we're in store for. And is he the one that you see in the movies, that rock star playboy who doesn't know if the Tony Stark award is for him, right? Or is it someone else, a different Tony Stark, a different Iron Man? Is this award? I say this because there's actually this award ceremony that he's supposed to get to, and he shows up, late as he always does, or just right on time in big explosive fashion, and makes his presence known. And you find out that he's there for the Tony Stark award, but he doesn't even know why he's there necessarily. Is it an award for him? Is it an award for somebody else? And it's for somebody else. I'll save you the suspense. They've gone around the world. His corporation has. They've gone around the world looking for smart people, and they've given this award to this kid here. Well, they're about to give this award to this kid here, and Pepper's there. Pepper shows up, and she kind of reminds him, "Hey, yeah, this award isn't for you. This award is for this kid over here. Remember, we talked about this years ago." And it's classic as far as I can tell. Interactions between Tony and the people that he's around, and the expectations that people have for him, and whether or not he really meets these expectations. And this all is following apparently this most recent Doom storyline and everything. So there's information, I guess, to build on this character before we get to the Iron Man that's in this particular story out there somewhere somewhere that you can go look for if you're looking for more of it. But right as things get going, Madame Mask shows up and kidnaps Pepper, and that kind of sets off Tony. If that's a good thing, I don't know if that's really helping the cause or not. Um, I'm sure it is in some sense, but then again, what are these life model decoys about? What is that about? I wasn't sure what those were, but it was fairly obvious in this context what it was, and it turns out it's just a distraction. How about a worldwide, massive, coordinated attack on all of the places, coincidentally, that Stark Industries was looking for these smart people, all at the same time by AIM and being helped out by Madame Mask. This is the plot. This is where we begin, but Tony's got this, right? All he's going to do is make a phone call, and he'll wrap this thing up, and he'll solve the problem. He'll get these kidnapped young people ultimately back to their parents. He seems to believe he will. It starts off a wonderful new storyline and presumably a new phase for the whole Iron Man character, and I think it's a great start, but I have no expectations going in. I don't expect Iron Man to be anything other than sort of Iron Man. I don't expect it to be, even though I like that presentation, and I think that is the Iron Man that we should expect, the one that shows up in the MCU in that first Iron Man movie, and I think this matches that character. Those are two separate things, though. I don't expect this character to be that character. I just expect to be entertained and enjoy this character, and it to be believable within some of my, we're not going in. It's not like we can pretend this is Iron Man #1 and we don't know who this character is, and that there shouldn't be some expectations of it. I'm not trying to pretend that at all. I think going in as somebody who's not a big follower of Iron Man and the Avengers and that group that he's in and around, that I have a pretty good perspective on it, and I think this is the Iron Man that people want and expect when they want some Iron Man. And you can get your hands on a copy. Visit your LCS. If they don't have one for you, you can always hit me up. I might have one for you. It's possible. At Amazing Fantasies. If you're ever in Topeka, Kansas, stop in and see us sometime.